Yo, it's Anything Goes Podcast, man. I'm here with the Anything Goes Podcast crew. I'm here with Cherie. I'm here with Razor. Man, we're going to talk about this top 5 male basketball players tonight. I heard through the grapevine, Cherie, that somebody dial on their list. Dial on,
Mm-hmm.
dial on, dial
Dial
on.
on, dial on, dial on.
Yeah. All right, man. Everybody doing? Y'all good?
Good to go.
Awesome.
Yeah, all right.
Let's get this thing started. Yep. It's another great Sunday. Razor. What's going on over there with you, my brother? How we doing? Chilling.
Listen, man, ain't nothing, man. I'm here. About to hear the greatest list ever. Since I'll try to. Since
First of
y'all,
all, don't copy. I make the
listen,
greatest list
listen,
ever.
listen,
You
man.
can always be second place,
No, I'm only in first place. Cause listen, y'all try to make me look bad with that with the top five military movies of all time,
We
man.
didn't
And
make you look bad. You made
give me,
yourself look
You made yourself look bad, not us.
y'all just trying to just poo poo on me the whole time, man. So I'm coming with some revenge today. And I was watching what's that movie? 12 Strong, and I'm like, man, I left that off my list too.
Yeah,
So
I never even
it's
got
just
a
one of
horrible
them
list.
things that pass your mind, just
For,
slip you in.
for a veteran, you had a horrible list, man.
Mm-hmm.
You had a horrible
Horrible,
list.
horrible.
Listen, you about to get the greatest top five basketball male players of all time.
Mm.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, sure we are. Sure we
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. You ain't got no weather report for us today? I mean, what's going on here, man?
Listen, man. I listen. You know what? You see, if it was the other, we had the other panels on the air, I would have gave my weather report. But for you and Cherie, no matter what I say, y'all gonna poo poo on my list, on my weather report, and no matter what I say, it's gonna be wrong. You're gonna come and give false reports. I'm not giving y'all no weather report.
Hey, all right. All right. Keep your report to yourself, then, my brother. We
Well,
don't need
that's
your report.
fine. We don't gotta
We
know.
don't need your report. What's going on, Cherie?
Hi, happy Sunday, everybody. Awesome Sunday. Happy to be here with my list. Hopefully, I make people proud.
Yeah, man. I don't think you can do any worse than Razor. So,
Well, yeah,
yeah.
because
As long as
he's
you
gonna
keep that
dial
in
on
mind.
us out.
Yeah, as long as you keep that in mind, we good to go.
Good to
As
go. Yes.
long as you keep that in mind, you can't do any worse than Razor can do.
Nope. Sure cannot.
You know? I got a weather report for you, Razor. Uh, it's a little cloudy outside, and your weather report sucks.
I see.
Yo, man, no, can't wait till we get back to Tuesday. We got a little deliberation. We got to figure out that if we're all white or not. During our conversation last Tuesday, so we're gonna get up here and have a great discussion this Tuesday. But for tonight, the top 5 male basketball players. At some point, we're gonna do top 5 female basketball players. So, I want y'all to check that out. Also, when we talk about top 5 greatest basketball players, top 5, we think of unstoppable. We think of skill set. All these things, and of course, everybody have their personal favorite. I think this is one of those lists that you can't be too judgmental about with people, because everybody gonna have their basketball is synonymous to some people with different things. To me, basketball is a sport that you have to have a skill set. Also, your dominancy doesn't mean just run over people. You got to have a skill set. And that's how I pick my players from basketball. So, Razor, Go ahead and give us your honorable mentions for your top 5. Give us your 3 honorable mentions, my brother.
All right, so my three honorable mentions. First, I'm gonna pick Bill Russell.
Bill Russell.
Bill Russell. You know,
Yes.
it
Celtics number 6.
yeah. So Bill. I didn't watch too much of Bill. Coming up in Jamaica. I wasn't really into. I
Yeah, it
didn't
was
really
in
get it.
basketball till I came
Yeah,
to America.
yeah. Till I came to America, so I didn't really see much of his game. I just see clips. So most of
Plus,
my
plus we wasn't even old enough yet to
yeah
check.
old.
Bill Russell is an old guy.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
parents' age.
Yeah, so but from what he has done,
Mm-hmm.
the way him winning and all those championships, you got to give the credit where credit is due. No matter what, he won. So Bill Russell is my first honorable mention. My second, um, my second is gonna be the mailman, Carl Malone.
Boo! It's Sunday, dude. Mail don't deliver on Sundays. Carl Malone.
Carl Malone.
Carl Malone. Oh,
Everybody
okay.
forgot about Carl, man. Carl, I used to like watching Carl. Um, it's
Like watching him lose to Jordan.
hey man, he gave him a run for his money.
Jordan
Two
where?
people that always gave him. One was Carl and I think Patrick, but they always
Ain't
lost.
nobody gave Jordan a run for his money. Cut it out, my dude.
Jordan know he gonna have to bring his A game when he went to play them, man.
Please.
They ain't no easy game. So I respect Carl.
Didn't Jordan beat Karl Malone with broke back Pippen that say he's better than Jordan right now?
Oh my
Didn't
goodness.
Jordan do that?
uh, listen, man, Carl is a good player, man. I don't think he get enough credit, man. I mean, there's a lot of players that that didn't make it, but these are just the ones that popped up in my head. And
Karl Malone's a good player. I just don't like him. Now, he's not I don't even want to. We're not even going to mention that. We'll talk about that off air. But the little stuff that him and the kids that
oh
that's one
yeah,
of the things that just made
yeah.
just
Kind of
well, it has nothing to do with his
The
skills.
basketball,
skill
yeah.
set. Mm-hmm.
It still kind of put a bad, for
Yeah.
me at
Yes.
least. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So all right, that was what. So I had Bill and Carl. So all right. So my third honorable mention, and I couldn't leave him off the list, because the way he did it, the way he plays his game and his crossover and everything, like we was talking about like Kyrie, but I think this guy was the first to do it. And
I already know who you gonna say. You better be representing because we here. When they say 2 up, 2 down, you better be
you up two
representing.
now, they got to be
Yeah.
AI, Allen Iverson.
Chuck.
Big answer.
Yeah, man. I think
Yeah, yeah, I can't leave him off, man. The way he played his game, and as a small man, like you got to give him
Let me tell you
respect.
something.
He
If
was
Iverson had
so
got 1 ring, he'd be in my top 3. I just don't want to have these debates with people because he don't got no ring. But Allen
Yeah,
Iverson was a monster, dude.
yeah,
I don't think Allen Iverson get enough enough of the love that he's supposed to get from people.
definitely.
I don't feel like he get enough love from people, man. I feel like people overlook the contribution. Like Allen Iverson
he
moved
changed
basketball from
basketball.
from how people Jordan dress and that
Yes.
Yeah,
urban style. Man, Iverson was that dude, man. That's my
he
dog.
is
My dog.
definitely.
Bubba
AI.
Chuck. Razor came out the window with Bubba Chuck. Bubba Chuck.
Listen, man, I'm
Chuck.
coming firing, man. I got it's loaded, man. It's loaded.
I feel ya. Figure deals ya. So Razor got Bill Russell, Karl Malone, Allen Iverson, Bubba Chuck. You got two, Bill Russell, Allen Iverson. Karl Malone is a good basketball player. Like I said, I just, I'm not a fan of Karl Malone at all. As of not because of how he played basketball, but personal issues that I've seen him with his kids. But that's a pretty good list, Razor. I'm shocked. I'm shocked at that list.
Very, very good.
I think probably if you knew about Karl Malone and his kids, then you probably wouldn't have picked him. So
I probably would have, all that stuff plays a part in how I choose. So, like I said, I don't know about what happened, so I'm gonna leave it like that. Don't try to get me to change my list, man.
I ain't trying to get you to change your list.
Because you just pushing that out there, so you can
I'm
poo-poo on
trying
my
to
list or something, man.
I'm letting you know for the future. So when you go picking scumbags to put, you'll think twice. So Sheree, what you got for us with your honorable mentions?
Okay, my third one is I did Bill Russell too.
Bill Russell,
because I know he played and he won as coach as well.
Russell, man.
So he was, yes, he
and
was.
he's a mentor to a lot of the basketball players,
mm-hmm.
a lot of the bigger basketball players too. They
got he mentor a lot of kids, a lot of kids. So that's a good thing. I love when they mentor kids, and
show something back.
Yep. And then for number 2, I have Will Chamberlain.
Mr. Wilt. Wilt, one of my guys too. But you know the thing with Wilt, I hear a historian said that. Man, we ain't sure if Wilt did none of those things. Ain't no document. Ain't no real evidence of it. They said he scored 100 points. We don't got no videotape, nothing. They just said that he did it. So we don't know. We don't know.
Hey. But he did it, so hey. Gotta go. And then
we're gonna give him some credit.
Yeah, we're gonna say, if they said, always saying that Jamaica, if it not go so it nearly go so. So maybe he had 95. Maybe he had 95.
Yes. And then my third one, he's my favorite. One of my favorites is Dwayne Wade. I have to mention Dwayne Wade. Yes.
I would have put Wade on my list if it wasn't for something that, I ain't even gonna.
I already know where you go. I could feel it hate coming off that man already.
I was gonna put him on my list, but I was like, nah, not after that little.
Yeah, I have to, because that's one of my favorites.
But that boy do be balling.
Yes, he's a baller. So yes, the Heat was one of my favorite teams basketball growing up. So yes, that's my 3.
So you got Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Dwayne Wade. That list better than your list, Razor.
See, you're gonna find any reason to poo-poo on my list.
Oh, you got Karl Malone on your list.
And I'm not talking about what Karl Malone did. Well, you know what? I'm gonna let you roll with that. I'm gonna leave it alone.
You gonna get trying to defend Karl Malone?
I'm gonna
let it roll. Let it just.
I'm gonna let it go because you're gonna try to use something against me later on. So
Dre said Tim Duncan, Hakeem Olajuwon, Dwayne Wade. That's a good honorable mention list. Timmy.
Hakeem Olajuwon, yes.
Ain't nobody put Timmy in our well, I ain't put my honorable mention out, but I'll let you know from now on. Nah, Timmy ain't in it. So I got for my honorable mention. What you saying, Razor?
No, I was saying Timmy was he was up there.
Definitely.
He was the man back. Yeah, he was the man.
So I got go ahead.
No, I was saying that's another player I think don't get enough credit for his contribution to the game.
That's possible. Very possible. Very possible. Very, 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 very possible. So I got the 7-foot monster, Shaquille O'Neal.
Big Shaq.
Big Shaq attack. Shaq almost snuck into my top 5, but after careful evaluation, pushed him into my honorable mention. So that means he's in my top 10 though. So that means he's in my top 10 though. So I got Shaquille O'Neal. I got Mr. Bill Russell. I really enjoy hearing conversations about Bill Russell.
Mm-hmm.
The type of person that he is, man. He's a no-nonsense type of person, but he look out for people a lot. And I enjoy hearing those stories when I be watching basketball players tell their stories of their encounter with Bill Russell.
Mm-hmm.
How they'll be doing something crazy. He'll pull them to the side and be like, look, young man, I need you stop doing this and do this.
Every basketball player you have heard, they mention him.
Yeah,
Most of every basketball player have a story about him.
Bill Russell, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So Billy Russell is mine. And of course, I already told y'all when Razor made his list. Only reason this guy ain't in my top 5 because he ain't got a ring. And I might still just take one of my top 5 out real quick and put him in there because the boy was that potent. Boy, Bubba Chuck, boy, Allen Iverson was a monster, man. I don't know why people don't respect AI like they should, but AI changed the way of playing the game. Even the crossover Razor was talking about, they had to make that crossover illegal because it was too lethal. So I got Shaquille O'Neal, Bill Russell, and Bubba Chuck, Allen Iverson. Razor got Bill Russell, Karl Malone, and Allen Iverson. Cherie got Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, and Dwayne Wade. That's a hell of a list right there, guys. I have to go ahead and give Cherie one that one. I mean Dwayne Wade. I could no. It's endless. So we all think is better. Out of these two, Allen Iverson or D Wade?
I think Allen is better.
Allen. Even though it's my favorite, but he can't compete with the answer. He cannot compete with Iverson.
Monster, man.
Cannot.
Allen, that dude.
Allen wasn't scared of nobody. He run through you like he's 6'8", 6'9".
So do we think Shaq's the most dominant center ever?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, I think in his prime, I don't think nobody was going up against Shaq.
I'm talking basketball skills and personal issues, Dre. Yep. That's what I'm talking around here. I can't give manses that don't take care of their babies no propsies. This ain't in me. Karl Malone. Karl Malone is a great player. If Karl Malone had got one ring, do you think Karl Malone would be in the top in people's top 5 or no?
Well, I'm gonna disappoint y'all because I have people in my top 5 that don't have a ring.
No, I mean, ring doesn't make you. It just for some of the conversation with people, that's what they always read to.
They read to the ring, yeah.
They read because you made it to all. Yeah, I mean, I think it's very possible he would have been in the top 5 if he had won the ring. I think he would have been talked about more.
More if he had a ring.
If he had won the ring, just like other players. Like look at Charles Barkley. Exactly, that's exactly what I'm going to say. If Charles had if he had won one ring, believe me,
he would have been in comment. Yeah,
he would have been. They would have looked at him way different than they looked at him now. I mean, he's still a great, but they would have looked at Charles differently. Charles would have looked at himself differently. He would have thought he was Jordan.
When you think about a ring, right? Would you rather the ring or the money?
Hey man, give me that moolah all day. keep
Yeah,
you
I
can
don't
keep
care.
that
Run
ring.
me keep a ring, keep a ring. Give me my money. Give me my money.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull a Carmelo Anthony on these fools. I don't want y'all. I want y'all ring. Just give me my money.
Give me my money. Give me my money.
I just want the money. Dre said Dwayne Wade had a better jumper. Yeah, kind of.
They have a good jump shot.
When AI get hot though, man, you
Yeah,
can't do
yeah,
nothing with that
no.
boy. Yo.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
boy, you can't even late. They don't have no options to stop him. Because
Nope.
when you think he gonna pull up, he goes straight in, put it up against the backboard. I wonder how he'll do in this era now, because even though some of these guys are much taller, we don't have like big dominant tall players no more, like Shaq and people like that. So I wonder how well AI would do right now with the scoring, with people scoring so far out. And I think why AI didn't do good in Denver, because Denver that was just not a good fit for him.
No, it wasn't.
I think that was a horrible fit.
It
I think he would
was.
have fit better with a faster transaction team. With that he gets to be like the main option of, because even though he wasn't necessarily the main attraction for Denver. I wasn't thinking about Carmelo Anthony when I was watching Denver games. I don't know about y'all.
No, I was.
I was thinking,
Nobody. What? Yeah, I don't think nobody was thinking about Anthony back then.
what's your 5-4-3, Razor?
All right, so my 5-4-3. My five is gonna be Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant,
Kevin Durant.
big Kev. Kev made it in the top
K,
five.
K, K still he's still playing, man, but he's a monster.
Boy, if
And
he in top five right now, that means when he finish, he might be a top one.
hey man, listen,
He's still playing.
he's still playing.
Yeah.
So listen, man, he get a couple more rings. You never know. They
Kevin
go.
is a monster, though.
Yeah,
With his wingspan and he's that way. So being so tall, the way he handled the ball, being so tall, it's
yeah,
just
yeah. It's
amazing.
ridiculous.
It is.
Yeah, he played like a guard, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he's unstoppable when he's on fire,
I,
and
I think I heard they say that was his. He was a guard, like guards growing up, right? And then
yeah,
he started getting tall, so he couldn't just forget all the skills that he had already. So he just took it into
Mhm.
his height.
Yep. Because
yep.
he never stopped growing. He just kept growing. That's what happened, though.
KD, man, anywhere he goes, man, the right, you know, everywhere he goes. I mean, except for his first team, I can't remember the name that they didn't win the championship, but every other team that I feel like he's going to go on. He went with the Golden State Warriors. They're going to win. They won championship. The Brooklyn Nets. I
Then he's
think
gonna win one with Brooklyn.
they're going to win one with the
I
Brooklyn
think I
Nets.
think he probably will win at least one with Brooklyn. I
Yeah.
definitely think he will win at least one with Brooklyn. Dre said Allen Iverson will drop at least 60 a night on them. It's a strong possibility, man. The way how he maneuvered the ball, the way he used to penetrate that hole like none other, man. I
Mhm.
don't see too many basketball players that could do some of the stuff AI did at his size. That boy was an animal.
Yep.
Who you got for your number 4, Razor?
All right. So number 4. I'm gonna have to go with Shaquille O'Neal.
Big Shaq, the Shaq,
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 monster,
Shaka.
Shaq, Shaq.
monster, and breaking rims, man.
Yeah,
breaking
Yo,
rims,
when he
boy.
you
that's
remember
the
that?
classic. When he
Yo,
broke that rim,
they had to change up the rim because Shaq used to
yep,
be down. Boy, Shaq ain't no joke. Boy.
That is a monster.
Hey,
you know.
fun fact, I used to hate Shaq.
for real.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just didn't used to like him. After we started even when he was playing on my team, the Lakers, and
Mhm.
even before I realized that him and Kobe had problems. Kobe one of my favorite athletes, period, not just
Mhm.
basketball. Even before I just didn't like the guy. And then after I started seeing his persona in media, I'm like, man, Shaq a cool dude.
Yes.
Let's start liking him when I got older. So,
I seen people like if somebody catch him outside, like video. He's very, very nice, very cool. Like down to earth. I mean, like
paying for people groceries, paying people mortgage and rent, buying people
think
cars to go to work. I gotta respect that guy.
Yeah, no, Shaq does a lot. He does a lot for the community that we didn't even realize how much he's doing.
And he owns a lot of stuff.
I know why I didn't like him. He said he wanted to be a cop when he retired from
baseball. That's the reason.
I knew it was something.
Shaq the sheriff. No, I think Shaq a cool person to be around.
Yeah, very cool dude. Very cool dude.
You have fun. You gonna have fun around Shaq. I don't think he's too cocky. Like, I was watching a dunk contest, and he saw the dude just grab the ball and dunk, and he just got up and went crazy. I'm like,
And he brought his camera there. He was videotaping. Like, look at this guy, man. Shaq is cool.
He looked like he's very nice dude to be around.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, so and he get back. I think I was telling you the story the other day when he saw his brother. I don't know, he was doing some show.
Yeah, I remember.
And he saw his brother, and he handed his brother a check. Something was in the envelope, but he told his brother, "Man, I want you to go out and buy something nice. This ain't for no bills. This ain't for nothing. Just go out and buy something nice." And I'm like, man, you talking like you have about $500,000 in that check right there.
I know there was a couple $100,000 in there, and he probably Shaq is worth a lot of money. He's still making money like crazy right now. So he's one of the.
And they was talking about him because they still sell his shoes in Walmart.
Yeah.
But the amount of money
that he makes off of it. Yeah, he was like, selling expensive shoes because his shoes used to be expensive at one time. And then he was like, people was coming up to him telling them they can't afford to buy the shoes. So, and then he was like, he was making more money overselling his shoes in Kmart and places like that. So he was like, why not? What you got for your number 3, Razor?
All right, so my number 3 is none other than the great, one of the best that ever did it. I'm gonna go with Kobe Bryant.
KB.
So that Kobe's a monster, and can't take that away from him. Like I said, Kobe's just another all-around good dude that he gives back, and his game is lethal on the court. Lethal.
Yeah, man.
Kobe is, like I said, man, Kobe's one of those. He has to be one of the greats. Like, he has to be on the Mount Rushmore when they have that top 5. Kobe has to be on it.
When people talk about basketball and leave Kobe Bryant off of their list, it's a dead giveaway that these guys are haters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Facts.
I say
you can't tell me that you can't tell me that you look at LeBron, look at Michael Jordan, and say that they're the greatest, and then all of a sudden,
and then don't put
Kobe.
That's one of the reasons I love Bubba Chuck and Allen Iverson always be like, "How y'all not talking about Mamba? How all of a sudden Mamba out of the question with y'all?" Wait, he's like, and I love what he said the last time I saw. He's like, "It be you guys that never played basketball before talking, but he ain't in the great." He's like, all of us that played basketball before telling you that he is, and you telling us that
Yep.
For me, I don't get it either.
But you got to understand, and I think how the media portrays certain things. Because I think Kobe was going to be the face of basketball. He was the face of basketball until he got in trouble, and then they started moving otherwise. So Kobe was, but you know how that stuff goes, man. When they move on from you, or they think you're not that guy anymore, they don't give you the recognition that you should get. When Kobe got in trouble, I think that had a lot to do with it, because Kobe was the face of basketball.
Definitely.
LeBron wouldn't have took over. LeBron became the face of basketball, but it was set up for Kobe to be that.
Well, I mean, he was the face for a while after that.
For a while.
And then LeBron came, I think the test was for KD to be the next, but KD personality wasn't there. And then he started lashing out at the media.
Media.
And it was like, we can't.
No, we can't
Like
put him there.
we can't do that. You gotta.
Because it's clear that KD is the best player in basketball.
Right now you can't deny it. You know, LeBron is old now, man. You know,
LeBron is LeBron. He can't take anything away from LeBron, but you know. Sheree, what you got for your 5, 4, 3?
So my number 5 is Shaquille O'Neal. Back attack. Gotta go back attack. Even though he wasn't like the greatest rapper, because remember when he was trying to rap?
I don't know what's going on.
Shaq.
Chill.
You know, he was trying to rap. And he did a couple of.
He went platinum though.
He did.
He
Which is the crazy thing. He did. And he had some movies, you know.
You know, this is gonna be my only knock against my boy Kobe. Kobe tried to rap too, and he was horrible.
Yeah, no, he didn't. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, Kobe.
Yeah, he would. No, that was not his lane at all. No.
Remember when he tried to do it with the song he had with Bryant McKnight, and I was like, Kobe, come on, man, you great at something already. Why are you messing with this, my dude?
Hey, stick to your day job. Play ball, man. Play ball.
Man, this is not for you.
But you know, a lot of people back then everybody was trying to.
Yeah, that was a gimmick. The gimmick was those guys was making money, so they was quick to do that with people. But
yes, everybody went to rap.
Big Shaq attack.
And then my number 4 is going with LeBron. Even though he's not my favorite basketball player, he's not. I'm gonna be honest, he's not. Me and my husband argue all the time about him, but you cannot deny what he has done in basketball.
Yeah.
Cannot deny it. Yeah. Cannot. Championship in what? Two teams? The Heat,
every team.
Three teams. Yes.
Heat and the Cavaliers.
Yes, 3. So you cannot deny him. Cannot.
They did most of his work on the Soft East. Let's be for real. Some would call me a hater for saying that, but the fact is, it was on the Soft East.
And this is typing right now. Yes, he's my number 4. Mr. James LeBron James.
Man, that list got to be number 4.
He's number 4, okay?
Number 4.
Yes, man. Number 4. He's number 4.
Hey, D-Rider.
My favorites. These are my favorites. Even though LeBron's not my favorite, but I have to put him on the list because of the simple fact what he has done for basketball.
Exactly.
So, and my number 3 is the answer. Fight me about it. Please fight me about it.
I should have put AI on my top 5, man.
Number 3, because of the simple fact what he did for basketball.
He brought AI.
Something different to basketball.
I don't know why.
He brought the braid. And he was skilled. Like I don't care who you put in front of that man.
He crossed Jordan up. I mean, he crossed everybody else up too. He crossed Jordan up. He crossed Kobe up. He crossed Shaq. He crossed everybody.
Everybody. So I have to put him on because of the simple fact Iverson was the man.
Yeah, boy.
Was the man. Don't care who you put in front of him. He's going to go through you.
Hey, Iverson was like he was running over people like a small LeBron James with all the essential basketball skills. Dribbles, the handles, everything with the basketball. It's crazy. Dre threw his list out there already.
You know his number 1.
Yeah, we already know who was gonna be his number 1. So Cherie got the answer. Number 3, LeBreezy. For number 4, and Shaq. Razor got Kobe number 3, Shaq at number 4, and Kevin Durant at number 5. I got I have the for my 5, 4, 3. I got Dr. J.
Okay. Okay. Doc.
Dr. J.
Yes.
I
I
got
forgot about Dr. J.
it was a toss up for
Yes.
me for this one because I you know didn't feel I didn't feel right putting him over my guy. So I went ahead and put Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for my number 4.
Okay.
Uh you know what I like about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar the most? It's like the same thing I like about my number 3 that I'm about to say. The work that he does outside of sports for the community is bar none. Uh, he should definitely be recognized for that more than
Mhm.
basketball.
Yeah.
All the stuff that I see that he has done. My number 3 is LeBron James. And
Yes. The stuff.
everybody, all my friends know that in basketball, I don't like LeBron James, but outside of basketball, LeBron James is probably one of my favorite persons.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the stuff that he does to his community, how he deals
Yep.
with his family. You know, I could put LeBron James at number 1 on my list just for that type of stuff. You know, that how he deal with his kids, his wife, the way he deal with his community. Like
Mm-hmm.
the boy, his mother, I hear all type of good stuff about this dude.
Yeah.
He builds schools, he sets
Yep.
people, I know he's not the only basketball player that does it, but he does a lot more than just that. That's what I
Yes, he does a lot for his city.
Yeah, so I definitely had to go with LeBron for my number 3. Um out of let's see what we got. Cherie got in her list of the answer. We got Shaq. Cherie got Shaq in her list. Got Shaq. Razor got Shaq in his list too. I'd say Shaq is the most dominant center of all time, man, and probably one of the most dominant basketball players, not just center. Because when in Shaq heydays, he was unstoppable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Couldn't nobody stop Shaq.
And for a big man, Shaq could move.
yeah,
Yes.
yep,
He can
definitely.
move.
He was
Yes.
very agile, and
Yeah.
I heard him and Kobe was having a conversation. I don't know if y'all watched that when they were sitting face to face
Face
talking.
to face.
He was
Mm-hmm.
explaining to Shaq. He had said something to Shaq, and Shaq took it personal. He was like, Shaq would be the greatest if he had gave it his all, and Shaq took it personal. And I guess they Wilt Chamberlain called both of them and be like, "Hey man, I mean, what y'all doing?" I had
Mm-hmm.
to talk. And Kobe explained to him what he was saying, so they was talking about it on the thing,
Yep.
and he was saying, "Yo, Shaq was so unstoppable that if he was in shape, because Shaq never came in shape, and he was like,
Yeah.
I figured I'll just get in shape during the season. Shaq came there eating a burger, 2 bags of burger, a bag of fries, and
Yeah.
Yep.
out of shape and trying to work his way into shape
Into
during the
it.
season. So he was like, if Shaq came prepared, if Shaq came 100% in beginning of the season, he's like Shaq could probably go down to the greatest, and they'd have had like 10 rings. And when you
Mm-hmm.
think about it, when Shaq wasn't injured and Shaq was playing good, he was unstoppable.
Yep.
Like
But,
they had to build a hacker Shaq to stop Shaq.
yeah,
Hands was too big for the ball.
exactly, because Kobe's a monster when it comes to working. So
Yeah,
if you come there, you're not in shape. Kobe gonna call you
yeah.
out.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
Shaq.
that's what Shaq was saying. Shaq was like, when you young, you thinking like, man, what's wrong with this dude? But now I
Yeah,
understand exactly why you were
The other.
doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I want my sidekick to come and
yeah,
be it. We could kill him.
yeah,
Like Shaq
yeah.
was like in hindsight, and I'm pretty sure they sit back now.
That's
Well,
it.
rest in
And
peace,
see,
Kobe, because he can't
mhm.
sit back now. I'm sure
Yeah,
before he passed, when him and Shaq was talking, I'm pretty sure a lot of time they sit back and like, man, we could have got about 10 rings, yo.
Yep.
yeah.
He probably
Uh,
think that
and,
too.
Even
Like,
when they broke up,
if,
they went to the
if
finals.
yeah, because if Shaq had stayed, they definitely would have had
Yeah,
yeah,
that
they
ring.
were the one. Yeah,
definitely.
There's no way because like you said, Kobe's a monster, and that's probably that's to Kobe's fault a little bit. He's so hard on people; they can't handle it.
And I
When
wouldn't even say that, man. I think that when it comes to Shaq, I think that if you're the number one guy, right, you should Kobe shouldn't be the example. The number two guy shouldn't be the example. You're the one
yeah,
that's supposed to come healthy, in shape, and ready to go at the beginning of the season, not working your way through the season, you know.
Mhm.
And even Shaq admits that now. Like if he
yeah,
could do it again,
Yeah.
he would change that because he realized that they could have went down in history. And to
Mhm.
me, they kind of was better than Jordan and Pip.
yeah.
Not not in a sense of who was a better player, but like the one
The
two punch.
duo,
Yeah,
the
they was
duo.
unstoppable.
Yeah,
When
yeah, them duo. Yeah, them the two.
think about it, Shaq
Yeah,
was dominating the
yeah,
inside, and Kobe was on the
Was
perimeter.
yep.
yeah. Them the two best duo.
Yeah,
That,
definitely.
that that I think, and like you said, that they stayed together, definitely. They'd have won 10
It
rings.
would have been.
Mhm.
It would have
They
been
would have been.
crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, that definitely would have happened. So
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, but
Um.
no, I'll give them the duo, them better than Jordan and Pippen, you know, because and like I said, Jordan is just a monster by itself, but them as a duo, that I think you know because when you compare, yeah, we know Jordan is better than all, but when we were saying Kobe and Shaq versus um, Jordan and Pippen, I would take Pippen out of the equation in a minute,
Yeah.
and we have the three
Because
best.
if you got dominant Shaq,
Yeah,
dominant Jordan, then you got dominant Kobe. I've never heard anybody say dominant Pippen. And if you say that, you making stuff up.
Yeah, because he
Pippen
was
was good.
not. He was.
Yeah,
Pippen
Pippen
was
was
good, but
good,
he was not dominant.
great even, but not
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 dominant.
compared to the,
No.
not compared to these next two.
No.
I often hear people say, "Man, Jordan never won without Pippen," as if Pippen won without Jordan. What did Pippen do after Jordan left the league?
Nothing.
lose.
You know, so when people say that, I'm like, does that even make sense? Like, doesn't make any sense to me. Because you be saying the same thing. Jordan ain't never won nothing without Pippen. Pippen ain't never won nothing without Jordan.
Exactly.
Yeah, so Razor, what you got for your twice to one? I kind of figured I know what you're gonna say, but we're gonna let you go ahead and run it anyway. So run it.
All right, so my twice is going to be Michael Jordan.
We know you was gonna say that, writer.
No man, I think Jordan is it, man.
If Jordan is your twice,
The,
who are you gonna put over Jordan? There got to be
man,
one guy, and I keep telling y'all must be on some hard drugs. Y'all really seriously coming up here and telling me this now.
listen, man. Listen, I give Jordan the respect, but you know why I didn't argue with you when I said Carmelo, because you said everything that you put into it. You poo-pooed on me because if it's personal stuff. So I could have Jordan and my number one on an even playing field, but
What? And stay off that, man. When you was in high school,
listen,
didn't they give you the Darius program? Just say no.
listen.
What even playing field? Cut it out. Come
So
on.
like
Let's say you
with,
prefer the dude over Jordan. Because we,
with
we
my
obviously ain't talking about skills. Because if we was just talking about skills, LeBron wouldn't be in my top 5 list, to be honest.
oh
LeBron
man,
wouldn't even be in my top 10 if we was talking about skills. A guy that runs down to the freaking goal
listen,
and can barely cross it over to the other hand, you can't tell me that he's better than people that can manage the ball. I don't care
listen,
what y'all fools saying.
listen. I put him as one of. So let me say my number one.
We
And
already know
then
what
we
your number
could.
one is. You already said
So you already- so like I said, you give me a chance to say my number one. So my number one is going to be none other than the great LeBron James.
what?
I've been
Yeah.
Can't believe
on
that. I was shocked. Yeah.
the
I thought you was gonna say something different.
I
I'm
said,
not shocked, people. I'm not.
oh, shit, I should have came be like Lonzo Ball or something.
Yeah, no.
Oh
I'm
my
sure. I
lordy.
thought you. I'm kind of shocked about your list tonight. That's what I'm really shocked about.
Mm, 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 mm.
No, but as my number one,
Yippee-doo.
my number one, LeBron James, man. Like I said,
That's fine.
what
That's
What,
your
what made
list.
LeBron? What made LeBron number one to you skill wise?
skill. LeBron is one of the greatest passer. He does he passed the ball very well.
Besides passing,
Besides listen, beside passing. No, he's an all around player. I think LeBron is one of the best all. He could defend. He could attack. You could put LeBron in any position, and I think
yeah, because he
that's
like
what
7 feet tall. Duh.
that what makes him one of what to me that's what other than the skills because skill wise I'm not going to say I'm not going to compare him to Jordan or Kobe because he's not that type of player. He doesn't possess that type of finesse that's what you look for. I know that's what you say. The finesse. He's not that much of
Yeah,
all
basketball
that.
is a finesse game.
Yeah, he's not all that much of a finesse player. Or you gonna see him do he does stuff that amazes me when he does stuff for a big man. You see him do some crossover and sometimes some tricks going up on the hoop and for a big man, like you say, he's a train. But even to possess some of those skills as a big man, I got to give it to him. But I think for me, I think I put him at number one because I think he's just an all around player. Number two, any team he goes to, I think he brings out other players that are average player, make them better. And and when he goes on team, he does that for people.
I want to ask you. I want to ask you that. Something. I'm glad that you said that because I wasn't even thinking about that. So being over here on the West Coast now, is that still apply? Are he making these guys better?
um he does. He made everybody
Yeah, who
around him.
better?
He made what's his name? Davis.
Man,
You
if
know,
your boy don't got your man,
they won the
hey,
championship.
wait,
You got to give him
dude,
credit.
Anthony Davis is the
No,
reason why LeBron won that
he
championship. Stop,
did,
stop the nonsense.
but what I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying. Before we get all out of shape,
You come telling me. I asked
this
you if he's making
what
people better.
this
Who
is
is he
what I'm
making
saying.
better? You
How he
told me,
not?
and you told me like
But
collectively, the whole NBA, including LeBron James, said Anthony Davis is the best player on the team.
no.
You telling me that LeBron making Anthony
That
Davis the best player on the
you're
team?
missing my point. You're missing my point.
No, that the point
Listen,
is him
listen
making
to my
people a
point.
better player.
But
Now, how is that
you're
missing your point?
you're missing
That's
my point.
exactly what I'm asking you. How is that
No,
missing your point?
when I say he makes it better, not that Anthony Davis is not a good player. Anthony Davis is a great player. But what I'm saying is, Anthony, when you have somebody that has have championship, what you call it, skills are not skills, but I'm trying to find the word.
Find the word. Find it.
I would help you, but I won't. Word you're looking for is pedigree.
The championship pedigree that he brings to the team, and Anthony Davis didn't have that, so he brought that to him, and
he
he's
had
not.
everything else that made him won the championship. That's what he had.
But Anthony Davis couldn't do it before, as great as he was.
Because he wasn't on a loaded team before.
Yeah, but sometimes you need people surround you.
Yeah,
that,
exactly.
That I'm not going to sit here and say every great player has good players around them everybody has somebody, but Anthony Davis, when he went there, LeBron gave him that extra pedigree, like, hey man, you could do it, you could do this. So I think wherever LeBron goes, he makes players better.
Except for the Lakers.
This year, we told him
Except for the
about.
Lakers. If he was making two better, Russell Westbrook wouldn't be. He was the Westbrook.
And then on top of that, look who he had with him.
Like, come on,
that wasn't even a good fit.
Not to even mess around, but look who he had. He had back when he was with the Heat. He had Allen, he had Wade, he had all those other people. So no.
I'm not saying that.
LeBron was and kept, so no.
Only reason I won't say his team was loaded and the Cavalier win, but the NBA did give him a stimulus package when they kick Draymond Green out for a technical foul, and they put out Draymond Green for a whole game when the Warriors was spanking them, and they put out Draymond Green for a game and lost that game, and then came back, and Draymond Green didn't do the whole thing. Just it went out of crazy. So I think Dre said, Dre, you a LeBron James stan. Everything you're gonna say is gonna be stand wise. I'm talking actual facts here. But you could tell me that LeBron James making the Lakers better right now if you honestly say that you're a liar. Because he's not making the Lakers better right now. If him making teams better, that's a fact. He does make teams better. He does make players around him better, especially when he was playing on a team when there's no name people. So those people were able to get the ball more, were able to do more. But when you put him with so you're telling me that LeBron is making Russell Westbrook better? Russell Westbrook is playing some of the most horrible basketball he ever played in the history of his life right now. Pick up yourself, Corey.
Corey.
I don't see that. The phone ain't on. So it ain't make no sense what y'all trying to say right now. If you can't be honest about something as simple as that, you gonna tell me that LeBron James is making the Lakers better? You just want to say that. If you had said before, but maybe not this team, I'd be like, all right, so you got a point there. But when you try to stretch it, you're like, Anthony Davis. Like, come on, man. You want to be the best player of the team and say he's making
the Lakers right now is a work in progress. That's what we are.
All right, man. Sure. Let me give y'all my 2-1. Because this is clearly a standpoint of view. Everybody in the history of the world, my friendship, know my favorite basketball player, my favorite athlete is Kobe Bryant. But I'll never put Kobe Bryant over Michael Jordan because I feel like Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time. I feel like Michael Jordan have done more for basketball than anybody collectively, all players together have done for basketball. I think, you yourself knew about Michael Jordan in Jamaica when we wasn't even watching basketball, but we was hearing about Jordan. When social media, we didn't have social media, but we had one TV in the house that we didn't even really know what basketball was, but we know who Michael Jordan was. And off of that alone, I couldn't put any other basketball player over Michael Jordan. And just the sheer skill set that this dude have, I couldn't put anybody over Michael Jordan when I think about it. So my number 2 is Kobe Bryant, and my number 1 is MJ.
All right, cool.
I didn't even want to give myself a drum roll because I just felt like you and Dre speaking from a biased point of view. That's like Stan stuff when you're saying this dude is the greatest because of what? Because you like him?
No,
I
not,
like
not,
you
not,
too,
not,
but
not, not,
I
not,
can't put him
not,
over people when
no,
credentials not there.
my standpoint was all around player, passer. Is now I do give you skill set wise, and I never disagree with you when we talk about pure skill. Of course, um, um, LeBron don't possess the type of skills that Kobe and Jordan have, But as you could put him anywhere and he could perform, yeah, I think he does that very well, For a big man, Jordan and Kobe, they're not, they're more skillful. They're smaller people. They're more agile. They can move faster, better. For a big man, he does possess some skills, but he's not them. But he could go around anywhere in the field and he's gonna perform. He makes people better. He's a good passer. So those are what I said. You know.
Yeah. Tree. Before I'm gonna turn the phone on. Let Bias Dre call in. Let's go ahead and get your let's get your 2-1 out there, because this is I still can't understand
My
that people.
2-1
It's
is like
everybody on
yours.
list, It's everybody on list. So I can't really say too much. But when you're trying to dignify it with false intentions, I gotta push back before you go, Sheree.
So my number 2 is Kobe.
Bean.
Kobe.
Yes. I'm like, and my number 1 is Michael. And at first, this is what I'm saying. At first, I had Kobe as my number 1, right?
Uh-huh.
Because of all that, but I cannot put Kobe on top of Michael because the simple fact, like Sean was saying, and I know, even when I was in Panama, everybody wanted to be like Mike. Everybody wanted to jump like Mike. Everybody bought sneakers and thought that they could fly with the sneakers. Everybody had on the Jordan outfit. It's blazing hot in Panama, but family in the United States send things to your country and they asking for like a jacket. It's blazing hot. But when everybody wanted to be Jordan. Everybody on the basketball, playing basketball, acting like they Michael Jordan. I remember my friend broke his ankle one time because he ran and tried to do the jump.
The glide.
And he didn't broke his ankle. I said, you are not Jordan. But that's the only reason why, because Michael Jordan is even though he before the 6 rings, he kind of sucked. They brought in a little help to help him out, because a lot of people don't talk about that. Because he did have good people on his team to back him up, which, don't get me wrong, Jordan is Jordan. But he did have a lot of people also on his team, the dream team.
Them dudes are scrubs.
But they helped him out a lot.
Yeah, they did. Because he made them better.
Well, he did make them better.
Yeah, everybody want to say LeBron made these people better. But when all these dudes left the Bulls, what did they went on to do?
Nada.
Yeah, I can wait all day,
Nada.
But Dre, you can call in now. Nah, that's not Dre. I thought it was Dre calling in already. I don't know who this is calling in. But yeah, Shaq, LeBron, Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, MJ. That's Cherie's list. Razor got the Razor got here.
Bill Russell.
Razor got
I forgot what Razor, because his list was a little.
Oh, here we go.
I know what Razor got. I'm trying to get Dre call in. Razor got Kevin Durant. You got who else Razor got?
No,
Kevin Durant. You got Shaq, Kobe Bryant. We got Michael Jordan and then LeBron James for his top 5, and in his honorable mention, you got Bill Russell, Karl Malone, and Allen Iverson. I got Bill Russell too. I'm looking at the list. We all had Bill Russell in our top 5 in our honorable mention.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I'm actually trying to do. I'm trying to match up all the stuff that we got together while I'm trying to get Drake all in at the same time. So out of should we put Bill Russell? Should Bill Russell be in the top 5 since he's in everybody's honorable mention? Should he be in the top 5?
He could make the top 5. I would have to drop my current player because he's still playing, and maybe put Bill Russell up there. But
I don't know. I can't.
I would have to say KD just for the sim, not that because he belongs on the top 5, but I'll take KD off and put Bill Russell only for the simple fact that KD is still currently playing.
I think Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, to a lot of older folks would say that they think those guys should definitely be in the top 3. I only saw clips of them playing, and big man game. The only big man that really impressed me that well was Shaq. So
Shaquille.
Yeah, it was Shaquille O'Neal. Bill Russell, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the skyhook was unstoppable, but I don't know, man. I think we may have done Bill Russell a little bit injustice by not having him.
But you know, like you said, and every generation is different, and that's what I'm gonna hang my hat on is that I didn't really see Bill Russell play too much. I hear about him, I see clips of him, but it's not like the other guys that I grew up watching, Jordan, AI, the Kobe's, Shaquille O'Neal, Jordan, LeBron, so to a fault, yeah, because I didn't really see Bill Russell that much.
Okay, and we got a call in from LeBron James, or representative of LeBron James. Dre, what's going on?
How you doing?
I'm here, my brother. I'm here.
Fan.
Yeah.
Better known as Angry Fan today.
Angry Fan today. You got your LeBron James hat and shirt and everything on over there.
I kind of agree with what y'all was just saying about Bill Russell.
Yeah.
Because the reason why a lot of people didn't know about them because they played in the ABA.
Yeah. Yep.
Before it was the NBA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, everybody knew him because he came over to the NBA.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Him and Dr. J. Dr. J was doing this back in the ABA. He was the first person dunking and doing all this
doing all the crazy dunk. Michael Jordan actually idolized. I would say follow his style of dunking and playing. With shooting and dunking. I think my opinion. I don't want the Jordan fans to come and try to blast me. In my opinion, he followed him.
It's not that Jordan was not great. You understand? I was a Michael Jordan fan.
You had to be back in the days. I had to be.
Yeah, I saw the game, the North Carolina game, when he made the shot.
Yeah. When
James Worthy was on his team. So I'm coming from back then. I'm showing my age, but I'm coming from back then. You know what I'm saying? I'm Michael Jordan fan. But people act like, okay, Mike won them 6 rings. And people act like, okay, Mike did everything great. Mike played for 15 years. Mike did not win until the Pistons got old, until Boston got old. He couldn't get past them.
Well, I'm glad you ain't said until Scotty.
Until
Scotty came around.
But like you said, what has everybody else done?
Yeah.
After, what did he do when he went to the Wizards?
Man, he was old. Come on, son. You just said the Pistons was old, and you ain't gonna say Jordan old. He retired 2 years later. Dude was 80 years old when he was playing for the Wizards. Come on, man.
LeBron is playing in his 19th year.
LeBron. Hey, hey. Technology is way different than it was, Dre. 5 years ago than it is 10 years ago.
I think basketball was better and harder back then. That was real basketball to me.
No, I'm talking about not even with that, because I'm not going to disrespect the players now or the players back then and said if they was soft or if they was better. But what I'm saying is technology. LeBron James is able to handle his body better because he got more money. He's able to go to the best doctors and get the best treatments and know how to rehab his body properly than how Jordan them could do back in the day. So they couldn't play as long because it was too much pressures on their body.
I say that LeBron, why I put him over Mike is because he can play the 1 through 5.
Yeah, he's like 19. He's like 18 feet tall.
And that's what I give him. He can play the 1 through 5. You know what I'm saying? Mike didn't have Mike couldn't, just like you said, that LeBron can't cross over. Mike neither. Mike's handle was suspect.
I don't know about that, G. I don't see Mike shaking big penny Negroes. I ain't never seen Braun shake nobody.
I cannot believe my wife is talking about.
He knows I do not. I'm not like the LeBron.
Mike ain't had the best. He ain't had the best dribbles. But hey, man, I haven't seen Mike shake and bake. We can go to YouTube right now and see Mike shake and bake a couple Negroes. I ain't never seen Braun shake nobody. I seen him run him over like a train.
It's gonna always be a debate. But I do agree with you on the point of when they don't say that Kobe is right there with them.
I think he's definitely in the argument with them.
Oh, man, the argument is so tight because, I mean, Kobe took basketball to a different level, too.
Yeah, definitely.
He's coming straight out of high school. He was one of the first coming straight out of high school. Him and
KG.
Yeah.
Yeah, they coming out of high school and doing things with grown men that
couldn't do it. Yeah, them dudes is in college coming out and couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, these dudes are coming in at 18 years old and changing the game. Iverson needs way more respect than he gets.
Yeah, definitely. I think Iverson is. I think it may have been some of his attitude, but as we said, that ain't got nothing to do with skill levels. Skill levels ain't. Iverson walks circles around a lot of these dudes.
Yep.
I just seen somebody put Will Chamberlain. You can't put Will Chamberlain. Everybody was like 6 feet tall.
Yeah, Will Chamberlain was. And we ain't sure if Will did none of that stuff. I'm just saying. Ain't no videos. There ain't nothing with Will did none of that stuff. All we saw was some pictures of him laying down like this.
William Felton. Yo, come on, man. Come on.
Hey, bro. You know who I almost put on my list, Dre, and I know you probably gonna like this one. Len Bias. Even though he didn't get to play in the NBA, but that boy was a monster in school.
Len was different. That was a different breed of basketball. That's a different breed of basketball.
And I think that he probably would have took Jordan Crown if he had stayed alive.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Mike, I ain't gonna lie, Mike changed the game. Changed the game. But Iverson also changed what the NBA was to the
urban community. Definitely. Iverson made the NBA what it truly was. It was an urban sport that they try to take and make it look like it wasn't Irving, and Iverson brought it right back to us. Like, our stuff. This
with
our
the braids, the chain,
with the braids,
the lifestyle, everything. He just brought that right into it. Practice.
He actually had us at the Rucker doing what he was doing.
Yeah, practice.
Everybody was trying to do the new Iverson move.
Practice
at Rucker Park. Everybody trying to do the new Iverson move, wearing the headband the way he wore it.
Having the zigzag cornrows. Oh man, AI was that dude. The whole bunch of tattoos, the chains. AI was that dude. Hey, you know, I don't want people to think that I don't respect LeBron James' game. I do respect LeBron James' game.
No, we all got our favorites.
Yeah, I just feel like my honest assessment on LeBron. I just feel like I feel like even in media, I think media forces the issue with people. I think it's clear to me that LeBron James is a great basketball player, not just a good basketball player, but I think skill wise, and a whole bunch of other stuff that I've mentioned before. I look at people ahead of him, but not saying that he isn't good.
Shaquille O'Neal had. That free throw, is oh man, that's their Achilles. Because if Shaq had a free throw,
he'd be unstoppable.
The greatest basketball player ever lived.
Listen, man,
because he was unstoppable.
He was, Corey got Will Chamberlain, Earl the GOAT, man the GOAT, Irving Magic Johnson, William Felton Russell, and Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Yeah, hey, Corey got a nice little old school list, right?
Old school list.
He's saying middle names and all that.
I know that's right, Corey. You know the correct name.
Old school list up here. So
he's calling them like roll calling school or something, man.
So all right, let's do a quick 1-3 before we get out of here. Allen Iverson or Kyrie Irving? We ain't gonna talk about handles. We talking about the game. We talking about the game itself. Who y'all got? Who you got, Dre?
I got Iverson.
Who you got, Cherie?
The answer.
You got Iverson too, Razor?
Yeah.
I think I got Iverson too. I ain't no think, but I think I think that I think the media made people hate Allen Iverson. How they talk about him, how they made him seem like he was a menace. They tried to make him seem like he was a bad guy. Have y'all watched that documentary about the fight in Piston?
Yes.
After you see how everything unfolds now. You see how unfair they was against the basketball player. Fans were doing stuff to the players that they were supposed to get in trouble for, but the NBA decided to make an example. They didn't even tell you that Jermaine O'Neal took them to court and beat them.
Yeah.
They ain't told you that.
Nobody.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. Ron Artest is not the monster that people make him out to be. This is somebody that I know personally. This guy is not the monster that people make him out. This is a man that when he goes back home to Queensbridge has no security. He comes outside, plays basketball with us, does his own tournaments.
I heard he give a lot of money away, scholarships, and buy people stuff and food, and
You know, once the media labels you,
everybody makes them out to be.
It's true.
You, and that's it.
It's true. What Razor was about to say, once the media label you something, that's what you are.
They went from Michael Jeffrey Jordan to Kobe Bean Bryant. When Kobe had his little case with the little white chick in Colorado, they kicked him to the curb, and LeBron James became the iconic figure that he deserved. I ain't gonna act like LeBron ain't deserved everything. LeBron worked hard for his stuff. He deserved it.
So they keep trying to bring up stuff
about he cheating on his wife and little stupid stuff like that. That don't got nothing to do with what a man got to do going on.
Talk about Mikey gambling. You're not playing. You could gamble. As long as you're not gambling on the game.
On the game, exactly. But I think they personally try to they try to like name who they want to be in charge, and it's a lucrative business to have the big black man as the center of your attraction, right?
I think the problem is that basketball was originally a white
it
man's
wasn't.
sport,
Yeah,
and like everything else,
we took over.
We came into it and dominated, and we just were born and grew bigger, more skilled, and that's every time one of us is doing something, they try to find some way to tear you down or to pit you against each other, so that there's always some type of controversy.
Yeah, you see,
that's all it is.
I like having this discussion about the greatest, especially when I talk about LeBron, because I can speak objectively than I feel like most people. Most people speak on their love for the person a lot more.
Yeah.
I love LeBron James outside of basketball. I respect what he done inside basketball. I like Kobe Bryant in and outside of basketball. I only like Michael Jordan inside of basketball. I don't like Michael Jordan as a man outside of basketball because of the stuff I've heard that he has done, said, and wouldn't do for his own community, even when his mother was pleading with him to do that. But I can't take away the game that he played. Well, I still think today it's unmatched, man. But everybody have their opinion, And
I think he was the most.
passionate.
I think his skill level and the pressure that he put. I think what made him great, that he single-handedly stopped so many other greats from ever getting a ring.
Exactly.
Number one, Patrick Ewing.
Yeah.
Number one.
Dre sound kind of. If I was about to tell you racist, if I didn't know your grandfather was Jamaican, I'd tell you racist.
He stopped Reggie Miller. He stopped Karl Malone. He stopped John Stockton.
Man.
He
Charles Barkley.
So
he went on a stopping spree.
First of all, he hurt Charles. I'm telling you, man, he was the reason why after these guys used to plan all year. How are we going to get past Mike?
Yep.
And that was it. That's why when he played the Knicks, that's why the Knicks brought in people like Anthony Mason.
Yeah, hit him up and beat him up, and they was doing that Detroit. They were doing the Detroit thing.
Yeah, Anthony Mason played like he just came from Rikers Island.
Yep. They was doing that Detroit thing. Beat him up.
Yeah.
Hopefully he won't. You'll by third quarter he'll be done. We'll just beat the rest of the team.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you, I think he was one. He's the great. I don't know, man. I like the way LeBron played, man. Everybody has their favorite. I don't know if it's because that's what the latest thing that we're seeing now.
Yeah.
Because that's how people pick too. Because when Kobe was still alive, Kobe. Now there's a new guy. Everybody forget about Kobe.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
But that's how it is. The latest thing that we're seeing is the thing that we're loving. The thing with the NBA is that white man was supposed to be the face of it, right? That's why he's the logo.
And he wasn't even nearly as good as
Exactly.
But we gonna have
came along. They thought they had another chance, and that didn't happen.
And MJ crushed him.
Crushed.
Yeah, Magic crushed him. So we know what it is, and they ain't had a great white hope again since what is his name? Chocolate. What old boy name? White Chocolate. He used to throw the ball off his elbow.
All he could do is dribble the ball.
Dribble the ball. He couldn't do too much of nothing else. Pass the ball off his elbow from behind. That was it. It's after he did that at the end of the game because he ain't got nothing else for you. Yeah. Then they try to give Ricky Rubio a run, and he was done in like a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
We got more Europeans in the NBA now
than ever. Yep. But it was a great conversation, man. I should have let you call in from earlier, but if you notice, I didn't have the phone. I had to call in my executive producer, aka my son, to bring the phone for me.
Your list was all right, bro.
My list was fire. Yeah, I know Razor a hater.
It was all right. It was all right.
Hey, Dre, Razor had Karl Malone on his list, man. You know. Yeah.
Oh man, that one is a scratch.
Yeah,
hey,
man.
he started putting down in my list when I said it, man. You know.
Soon as he said Karl Malone, I had to hit him with one of those.
Yeah, that's a scratch. And Miss Cherie actually worked on her list.
Yeah, man. Cherie be doing her thing up here, man. She be coming up here. She be let's be on point.
She was studying. She was on the phone, Googling and all. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I said, don't ask me nothing.
Yo. Hey, man. Thanks for calling in, Dre. Thanks for everybody out there watching. Anything Goes podcast. We're here with the crew. I'm here with Cherie. I'm here with Razor. This is our top 5. You know what? One of these weeks, we had to come on here and just talk sports and just have people call in. And we just talk football, basketball, tennis, track and field, soccer. We're going to talk everything. I think we're going to do that. Just have like a top 5.
Basically, you're going to talk about how we take over every sport.
Basically, pretty much.
All the way down to golf.
Yeah, everything. From Eldred, what do you say, Cobbler Nation Woods to everybody else. But, you know, we about to be out tonight, man. Thanks for everybody who tuned in. Please hit like, share out on your social media platform. It's the Anything Goes podcast, man. We out of here.